So just parked up on the beach, just arrived in Newcastle, and in a minute I think I'm going to take a walk down there. We'll do a quick little update of what's been going on for the last week. But drive up here was okay. It's raining in Sydney, raining on the way up, and we've got here now. It looks okay, but I think we'll go to a nicer spot to do a bit of an update. Cool. So this is my first bit of filming for a week. I've been staying in Sutherland in Sydney, which is a suburb about 40 minutes away from the city centre. I've been staying with Stephen Fry, a friend that I've known for about 25 years. It's been really nice just having some creature comforts and stuff like that. Nice to have a TV, something decent to cook, and a nice soft bed to sleep in. But now I'm back on the road. Well, on the road for the first time really, and my intentions were to camp tonight, but as you can probably see from over my shoulder there, it's not looking that great weather-wise, and the forecast is for rain tonight, and I don't really want my first camping experience to be getting wet. I'd rather have it as a nice sort of nice evening rather than have it hammering down all night. So I'll book myself into a hotel just for tonight, nice and cheap. I'm going to stay clear of the hostels. To be honest with you, they are really quite rank, I think is the word I would use. So I want somewhere a little bit nicer. But the further I go up the coast now, the better the weather's going to get. So the plan is really going to be skipping quite a bit of the Gold Coast, get up past Brisbane where the weather's nice, and sort of do that area, Northern Territories, Darwin, before November. Because they said after that it's just ridiculously hot. They said it's like 40 degrees, 100% humidity, and trying to camp in that is going to be really hard. So yeah, I'm staying over here tonight, and then I'm going to head off to Byron Bay, where I'm going to meet a girl called Anique, who I met up with on Friday when we all went out in Sydney. So that's just really a quick update really of what's going on. And yeah, well, see the people out there surfing. I wouldn't fancy being them in this weather, to be quite honest with you, but there you go, each to their own I suppose. Alright then, well I'm going to let you go, and I'll probably catch up with you all later on. Travelled up from Newcastle. It's about 4:38 in the afternoon, and we're just coming into Byron Bay, and first impressions is wow, looks really nice. Seems very sort of surferish. There's people walking up and down the street with surfboards under their arm, and yeah, but as I said, it's a very pretty place. Again, as it's getting a little bit on in the day, I've booked into a hostel. I know I said I probably wasn't going to do hostels anymore, but after talking to people, Sydney, it seems most of the people there are actually born and bred Sydney that are in the hostels, and the reason why they're there is they just can't afford to live anywhere else. So literally they live in the hostels in dorms together now. And the hostels that I was in, there was, I would say 95% of the people there were actually, you know, living in Sydney. They're not travelling, they're not sort of backpackers or anything like that. They just cannot afford, you know, to buy apartments or anything, which in a way made them quite unfriendly, you know, because said they were just literally there. They were just sort of, yeah, there to turn around and go work, come back, work. And they didn't really give a toss or a monkeys about anyone who was backpacking. Which I suppose was one of the ways why I didn't really enjoy it that much. But anyway, so I've booked in to the YHA, so the Youth Hostel Australia, I think it stands for, and we're going to see what this one's like. Give it a go a little bit, I suppose. I mean, it can't be much worse than that bloody home backpackers I was at. I mean, that was an absolute dive. It really was. I mean, it was unfriendly. Yeah, it just wasn't a very nice place. And for my first impressions of like arriving in Australia, I honestly thought to myself, what have I got myself into here? You know, what am I doing? You know, I've left a really nice sort of place in the UK to turn around and come and live in this shithole. So anyway, I'm here and I am about to pull up in front of the hostel in a minute. As I said, it's still quite busy around here, so we'll see what it's like. Right, so I've just checked in at YHA Byron Bay Hostel, and really impressed actually, really quite pleased. I mean, the place in Sydney was, it was a dump. I can't say anything else about it. It weren't very nice, and you know, it's put me off a little bit thinking about going to other hostels, but everyone said to me, do YHA, they are the main places where people stay and they are really good. And I've just arrived and I will show you what we've got here. As you can see, there's 4 bunks in here. There's only 2 people in here at the moment. I haven't met the other guy who's in here yet, or girl. It's a mixed dorm, so it could be a bloke, but from looking at the clothes on the floor, I think it is a guy. But yeah, as I said, there's my sort of bunk down there, and we've got the shower room, and we've got the toilet in there, and as you can see, all sort of very clean and tidy. And we'll take a little walk about in a minute just to see what the rest of the hostel's like. But yeah, I'm happy man. Yeah, so first impressions of this place is really cool. Have a look behind us is like a common area where, and the kitchen at the back there, and down there's a swimming pool here as well, which wasn't expecting that at all, really. It seems a bit quiet at the moment, but I'm sure there's a lot more people here. So this is the kitchen area that we've got at the hostel. As you can see, it's pretty good. There's lots of individual cookers for people to cook at the same time. I'll be doing a bit of cooking here. So this is the pool area down at the hostel. Looks really nice. Might go for a swimmer tomorrow at some point, but as you can see, it's got some sun loungers, some nice bean bags, and yeah, I must admit I'm really happy about this place. So good. Sunday and I'm just on the beach, and as you can see there's not a lot of people here. It's beautiful. Just doing a bit of filming at the water's edge here, and as you can probably see from behind me, there's really not a lot of people swimming here, and there's a very good reason for that. Apparently the riptides out on the water here are savage. That's what the guys turned around and said to me. Yeah, apparently they're really strong. That's why you don't see any surfers out here, no one's swimming. Just got to be really careful. Anything up to waist deep in this water and you could be swept out a long way. But yeah, as you can see, not a lot of people on the beach, and it's been really nice just walking up and down, really just chilling out. Behind me, as you can see in the distance probably, is Byron Bay Lighthouse. It's a pretty famous lighthouse. We're going to head up there a little bit later on and do a bit of filming up there. I'll try and get the drone out up there if we can. Apparently they can be a bit funny about it, so you know, maybe we'll wait till later until a lot of the tourists are gone. But yeah, it's really nice out here. And also it's literally only sort of like 10-15 minutes from actually Byron Bay Town Centre, so you sort of getting away from it without getting away from it, if that sort of makes any sense. But yeah, really good, really like it here. Right, we've driven up to the lighthouse. We parked up on one of the slip roads. We're going to try and do some filming of the sun coming up, which we thought would be pretty cool, and we're going to try and get the drone up in the air. Now the drone's not allowed to be used in that area. There's big signs up saying no drones, but fortune favours the bold, so we're going to try anyway. As it's nice and early, I'm hoping there's not going to be any park rangers about to sort of stop me. So here goes.